Hello all, I am PW Angry working as an assistant professor at Sanjivani College of Engineering, Kopargaon in Mechanical Engineering department. So on today we will solve the problems on Pelton wheel turbine. So I will read the statement of problem. Pelton wheel is receiving water from a penstock with a gross head of 510 meter. One third of gross head is lost in friction in the penstock. The rate of flow through the nozzle fitted at the end of penstock is 2.2 meter cube per second. The angle of deflection of jet is 165 degree. Determine the power given by water to the runner and hydraulic efficiency of turbine. Consider coefficient of velocity as 1 and speed ratio as 0.45. So it is given gross head is given. It is 510 meter. Head lost in friction is what? One third of gross head. So it is 1 by 3 of Hg. So it is 170 meter. Therefore, net head is what? Gross head minus head loss due to friction. So it is 340 meter. Discharge is 2.2 meter cube per second and angle of deflection is 165 degree. Velocity angle, we know that at inlet it is a straight line. At outlet there will be VR2, U2, V2, VW2, all components. Okay. So angle phi. So it is given angle of deflection is given. This is angle of deflection 165. So this complete angle is 180 degree. That's why it is 185 minus 165 is nothing but phi angle. So how much it is? Phi angle is 15 degree. Coefficient of velocity Cv equal to 1. Speed ratio Ku equal to 0.45. Now I want to know the power given by water to the runner. So what is the formula for power given by water to the runner? Okay. So the formula is that is work done by jet on the runner is rho q in bracket Vw1 plus Vw2 into U. This is what the formula. Okay. So we have to calculate this Vw1, Vw2. Okay. So step by step we will solve the problem. First of all, velocity of jet. So we have discussed in design aspect of Pelton turbine. V1 is Cv under root 2gh. So by putting the values, you are getting 81.67 meter per second. Then velocity of wheel U equal to Ku under root 2gh. So there are two ways to calculate velocity of wheel. One is pi dn by U equal to pi dn by 60, and another one is U equal to Ku under root 2gh. So it is 36.75 meter per second. Now by referring the velocity triangle here, this is velocity triangle. Okay. So VR1 equal to V1 minus U1. So you are getting 44.92 meter per second. U1 equal to U2 equal to U in case of Pelton wheel. V1 equal to Vw1. It is 81.67. You see here V1 equal to Vw1. V1 will be having only one component, that is Vw1. Another component Vf1 is 0 because it is a straight line. Then Vr2 equal to Vr1 because K is not given. Now again, what is cos phi? Yes, because phi angle is given. Okay. So cos phi is, you see the velocity angle. This is cos phi. Cos phi is what? Yes, adjacent upon hypotenuse. So adjacent is U2 plus Vw2 upon Vr2. Okay. Therefore, Vr2 cos phi is how much? Vr2 cos phi equal to U2 plus Vw2. That is U plus Vw2. So you are getting Vw2. It is 6.64. So once you are getting Vw1 and Vw2, Q is already given. Then rho is 1000. So you are getting the, by putting the values in formula rho q in bracket Vw1 plus Vw2 into U, you are getting work done by the jet on the runner per second. Okay. Then power given by water to the runner is nothing but you convert this in kilowatt, you will get the power given. Now hydraulic efficiency is what? It is work upon kinetic energy. So direct formula you can use 2 in bracket Vw1 plus Vw2 into U. This derivation we already discussed. Okay. So you are getting 97.3, or you can use this formula. Okay. Now next problem. A Pelton wheel having a mean bucket diameter 1.2 meter Okay, running at 1000 rpm. So here you can use u equal to pi dn by 60. Okay, to calculate u. The net height on the Pelton wheel is 840 meters. So directly net height is given. If the side clearance angle is 15 degree and discharge through the nozzle is 0.12 meter cube per second, calculate power available at the nozzle and hydraulic efficiency of turbine. Now what is power available at the nozzle? So first of all we'll see the formula. Power available at nozzle is nothing but W into QH. How we are getting this formula? What is power available at nozzle? It is 1 by 2 m into V1 square. Okay, 1 by 2 m into V1 square. What is V1? It is CV under 2GH. CV is 1. Okay, so V1 square is for 2GH. So it is 1 by 2 m into 2 into G into H. So 2 will be cancelled out. So what you are getting? Yes, m G H. What is m? M is rho into A into V into G into H. What is AV? It is Q. So what is rho Q? It is, sorry, rho G is W. So it is W into Q into H. So W is 9810 into 0.12. Okay. Sorry. Before that we have to calculate what? Yes, mean diameter of wheel and speed is given. So U is pi dn by 60. Then power available at nozzle. So calculate V1. How much it is? 128.38. Now W into Q into H. So by putting the value of W 9810, W is what? Rho into G, 0.12 into 840. So you are getting what? Power in watt first, then divided by 1000, you are getting kilowatt. Okay. Then hydraulic efficiency. So this formula also we have discussed. 2 in bracket V1 minus U 1 plus K cos phi. Okay. So K is 1. You are getting the hydraulic efficiency as 98.2. Okay. Now see the problem number 3. Yes. Pelton wheel is to be designed for the following specification. Brake power is 9560 kilowatt, height is 350 meters, speed is 750 rpm, overall efficiency is 85%, jet diameter is not to exceed 1 by 6th of the wheel diameter. Calculate wheel diameter, number of jet required, okay, and diameter of jet. What is given? Shaft power is given 9560 kilowatt, height is 350 meter, speed is 750, and overall efficiency is given, okay. Then small d by capital D is given, coefficient of velocity and Ku is given. First of all, we have to calculate field diameter. Okay, so we can use this d by d. Okay, so before that we have to calculate. Okay, we'll go step by step. Velocity of jet CV under 2GH, because CV is given. Okay, that's why you can calculate V1. Then U equal to U1 into U2, KU under 2GH. Okay, then U equal to pi dn by 60. So you are getting what? Diameter. Okay. Then next, diameter of jet. So small d by capital D is 1 by 6. So you can get the value of diameter of jet as 0.158. Okay. Now number of jet required. So what is the formula for number of jet required? Number of jets equal to total discharge upon discharge of one jet. Okay. Total discharge upon discharge of one jet. Now what is overall efficiency? It is shaft power upon water power. Okay. So this is in kilowatt. So there are two ways. You convert this in watt and here you write rho G QH. Okay. Otherwise you multiply this by W directly, you will get the value. Okay. In meter cube per second. So overall efficiency is shaft power upon water power. Therefore, 0.85 9560 9.81 into Q into 350. So your W is what? 9.81 kilonewton per meter cube. This is very important. Okay. W is rho into G. So total discharge is 3.27. Overall efficiency is given. So total discharge is this. Now number of jets equal to total discharge upon discharge of one jet. So here yes, discharge of one jet equal to area of jet into velocity of jet. So pi by 4 d square into v1. Okay. So in this way you can get number of jets as 2 jets. Okay. Now we'll solve next problem. Pelton wheel nozzle power is CV equal to 0.97. Okay, we'll skip this problem. We'll solve this problem in any next video. Okay, this is lengthy one. We'll solve some simple numericals first. The water available for a Pelton wheel is 4 meter cube per second, and total head from the reservoir to the nozzle is 250 meter. The runner has turbine has two runners with two jets per runner. All the four jets have the same diameter. Pipe is 3 km long. Efficiency of transmission through the pipeline and nozzle is 91%. Efficiency of each runner is 90%. The velocity coefficient is 0.975. Coefficient of friction is 0.0045. Calculate power developed by turbine, diameter of jet and diameter of pipeline. So it is given Q equal to 4. Total height is given. Okay. Total number of jets are 2 by 2. Turbine has two runners with two jets per runner. So there are two runners, and for one runner there are two jets. So 2 by 2 is 4. Length of pipe is given. Then efficiency of transmission, efficiency of each runner, coefficient of velocity, and coefficient of friction. So we have to calculate power developed by runner. So efficiency of power transmission. So it is in pipe and nozzle. So it is hydraulic efficiency. It is efficiency of transmission is Hg minus Hf upon Hg. So you will get the value of Hf. Okay. Hf is loss of head due to friction. Therefore, net head is what? Hg minus Hf. By using this net head, you can calculate V1 CV under 2GH. Okay. So you are getting 65.14. So water power equal to kinetic energy of jet. That is 1 by 2 m into V1 square equal to 1 by 2 rho Q V1 square. Water power you have to calculate. Okay. Water power is what? Input energy. Okay. So you just put the values, you will get the water power. Then hydraulic efficiency is what? Power developed by turbine upon water power. So you can calculate power developed by turbine. Okay. So it is how much? 7637.8. So first we have calculated water power. Then by taking help of hydraulic efficiency, you can calculate power developed by turbine. What is hydraulic efficiency? Power developed by turbine upon water power. That is runner power upon water power. Now diameter of jet. So discharge per jet. Total discharge is 4. Number of jets are 4. So that's why it is coming as 1 meter cube per second. It is given in problem. Yes. Water available is how much? 4 meter cube per second. So that's why it is 4 by, here you see, 4 by 4. So 1. So Q equal to discharge of 1 jet, small q. Pi by 4 d square into V1 square. V1. Okay. So we get the value of small d here. Okay. Small d. Now diameter of pipeline. So HF equal to 4 FL square upon 2 into G into G. 2GD. What is velocity through pipe? Q upon area. Okay. That is Q upon pi by 4 d square. So you will get, by putting the values, you will get the diameter of pipeline. Very simple. So this completes some numericals on Pelton wheel turbine. In next video, we'll solve again some more numericals on Pelton turbine. So today we'll stop here. Thank you.